I'm going left.
Of the game, it can feel awkward at times to try and
We're gonna go for GTVs. It's solos. Let's go to YouTube. Okay, I type. You gotta be kidding me. I'm 1 HP dub. Here we go. Why am I even still in this game? Come on. This will get me to 51 HP. Then I gotta go somehow find a gun and win the game. Right. Done. Okay, I got a pickaxe. No, I got a pistol. I wanna do this.
place and edit in such close quarters. It'll really feel weird if you just switch to new keybinds or you're not that comfortable with the keybinds that you're on. Sometimes when I replace walls, I'll hold down W subconsciously and misposition myself, or I'll get caught up in my builds and miss an edit. Just like anything in Fortnite though, you need to go through the motions to build muscle memory. Remember back in season 2 and 3, nobody could build at all. 90s weren't a thing, people had trouble doing protected ramp rushes. All we knew how to do was to slowly build a ramp and wall. None of us had the muscle memory that would allow us to do any of the advanced building techniques that we know now. The same thing applies for box fighting, and you can see the best box fighters in the world are the best mechanical players as well. I'd recommend most of you guys to strictly practice box fights, especially those of you who are creative warriors that can't do well in actual matches. Along with practicing box fights, you should also be applying and using all the tips and tricks that you've seen. I have something like 4 different videos full of advanced techniques that you can use to counter turtling, or tricks that you can use while turtling to counter aggression. The best players in the world are always using tricks they pick up and are usually the first ones to master them. To consistently win close range engagements, sometimes the normal box fighting moves don't work, especially in arena or tournament matches against good players. That's when you have to pull out the It's Jarian advanced trick that you practiced and catch your opponent off guard. You should be learning tricks that you'll use on your opponents as well as tricks that your opponents can use on you. This way, you'll know what type of trick your opponent might try on you, and you could use that to avoid falling for it. Box fighting is a lot of mind games and outsmarting your opponent, so you need to be thinking about what your opponent is thinking and then be aware of any possible move they can make next. The last way to truly
Alright.
Shopping online, you're probably wasting money. Whether you're buying another pair of cool shoes,
master box fighting is to make sure your edits, build, builds and aim are consistent and fast. You'll never catch anybody off guard by taking their wall and then just slowly editing. Part of taking people by surprise is how fast you can edit and then get a shot off. You want to leave them with literally no time to react. You'll notice I mess up my edits a decent amount because I misedit and I hit a wrong piece or two, but as long as you're practicing to make them more consistent, you'll have a much easier time winning box fights. I've said it like 20 times already, but I want to say it one last time before we move on. There's a reason the best players in the world right now are also the best box fighters in the world, so stop practicing face sway high ground retakes that you'll never use in an actual game. and go and practice box fighting. My next tip for winning close range fights is something I've also noticed from watching top tier pro players like Mr. Savage. A tip you guys have heard from the beginning of Fortnite is to always build after you shoot. Build, shoot, build, shoot. This way, you're blocking any return fire from your opponents and taking the least amount of damage as possible. Mr. Savage takes this to a whole different level by adding movement and edits to the mix. By constantly changing your position, all while surprising your opponent from different angles with your edits, it's nearly impossible to track you and to get damage off on you. You don't really see too many bots just standing still and not building anymore. We all need to realize we're in Season 9 now and everyone is decent. So just as old building methods and retakes are slow and not as useful anymore, so are the ways we fight other players up close. One good example is the Tfue Classic. It's a staple of Fortnite and of close quarter combat. You jump up, shoot your shotgun, then build a floor. It'll probably work well in public matches, but against good players, they'll read you like a book. You'll never see Mr. Savage do this because he understands how exposed you are while going for the shot. Instead, what you'll see Mr. Savage do are a few different things like I mentioned before. Once he's a level above, he'll often edit through to surprise the opponent who thinks he's going to pop up on the ramp.
What am I watching?
Or he might waterfall down while going for different angles and peaks. If he does go for the Tfue Classic, he'll constantly be changing the angle on where he jumps from, and a lot of the time, he won't even jump so he can just build faster. This is just one example of how close quarter combat fighting has
Okay. Probably dead. I just need a pump. God, I want that.
evolved and how you need to adapt in order to win more fights. Remember to always be on the move and to do your best to catch your opponent off guard. You never want to telegraph your moves. Just think about it if you are the person you're fighting. Say there's a wall between you and someone you're fighting. By now, people expect you to make the window edit. People also expect you to build up and over and then edit, but not many people expect you to fake like you're building up and over and then edit through on their level. The days of simple edits and builds are behind us, lads. We're in the era of sweat lords and kids flexing $100 earnings on Twitter. This means we gotta step up our games and start thinking on the fly. No more just building and shooting. If you expect to consistently win more close range fights, you need to be building, shooting, moving, editing, and outsmarting your opponent. My last and maybe the most important tip for winning close range fights is to control the fight. What I mean by this is to always be in control of what's going on and the overall tempo of the fight. You never want to be the person who's scrambling to build up or panicking trying to turtle. Play close range fights at your pace and with what you're best at. If you're not an amazing builder, then there's no point in contesting a soccer skin who's 90ing to height. Bring him down to your level by chopping him out or turtling up. But if you're confident in your building ability, make your opponent uncomfortable and push them to play faster. Force them into a build battle for high ground and then pull out one of Papa Jarian's 5 useful high ground retakes. When they drop down and turtle, put the pressure on them and do not let them heal. But just make sure you're making the right decision for when to pressure and when to back off. If you're low on health and mats, keeping the pressure on them might not be the smartest idea. That's when you should instead fall back and turtle up. The point is, by controlling the fight, you're always the one who's deciding what will happen next in the fight. If you miss an edit or a shot and die, well, then you need to work on your editing and your aiming, but that's a lot better than falling off high ground because you were out of of control building, trying to get back height. You will always win more close range fights when you can control the fight compared to those that you can't. I know I make it sound easy, and trust me, it's not, but just practice taking control of fights and watching players like Tfue or Bizzle. They're always making their opponent play at their pace and taking the charge of the fight themselves. To sum it all up, work on your box fighting because of how important it is in the current meta. Make sure you're moving, editing, and building during close range fights to take your opponent off guard. And finally, take control of the fight and make your opponent play at the pace that you set. So, if this video helped you guys out, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and to turn on post notifications. Thank you to everyone using code Jarian. The Ducky12 mini giveaway is sadly over, so I'm gonna need some more ideas on what to give away next. Let me know in the comments what you all had in mind. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Produced by the game. Sound production.
Hey guys, so in this video we're going to look at 10 different turtling techniques you can use to counter W King. If you haven't seen my recent video on advanced tricks to counter turtling, definitely go check that out. This video will be the opposite. Instead, we'll cover tricks to stop these maniacs from getting inside our box and to counter them trying to counter our turtling.
That is bad loot for a whole house. Not even a single shotgun. Oh well. This gun's insane. Ooh, my kill was stolen. Yes, please.
You could obviously just hold down turbo build, and if you have good ping, you shouldn't have much trouble fending off people trying to replace your walls. The problem is, most people just stand there and spam your walls and keep you trapped in your box until you no longer have any mats, and at that point, you're dead meat. That's why learning these tricks will be so important. You'll not only be able to turtle in peace, but you'll also be able to outplay people who've only seen my videos on how to counter turtling and not this one. So let's start with a broken new exploit you can use to surprise someone who's replacing your wall. For this exploit to work, you need to have a half-edited ramp in your box. As your opponent is replacing your wall, run up to the back of the box you're in and stand up against the wall. Then reset the edited ramp, and you should be phasing through your ramp now. By this time, your opponent should have taken your wall and will go for an edit, all to be shotgunned in the face when they thought you were behind the ramp. From their perspective, they can barely see you because you're phasing through the ramp and you're basically stuck in it. By the time
Okay, I gotta try this.
they realize you're there, it'll be all too late for them. Make sure you're up against the back wall while you reset the edit so you'll phase through. You can shoot through the ramp in any direction, but realize you can also be shot yourself. Trust me when I say nobody will ever think to shoot you though. Here's Benji Fish, one of the best players in the world, using this exploit to clutch a fight in the World Cup qualifiers.
Which one is this? Oh my god. Whatever. I gotta go in different rooms with this. So. Okay, so that's how you do it. Let him down. Oh, you gotta go to the back corner. Yeah, from both sides. can I get these now? There we go. Yeah.
Second trick is a 200 IQ trap play using a rotated ramp. For this trick to work, you'll need your opponent to be boxed up themselves or to be up against two walls of the building. As they're trying to
I'm gonna try
replace your
one of
wall,
these.
you want to rotate a ramp, edit a window in your wall that's away from them, and then place the rotated ramp in their box so they're basically stuck on one side of it. After that, quickly edit the window into a Dorito and place a trap on the floor. This is basically a guaranteed kill and is when quickly edit the window into a Dorito and place a trap on the floor stuck on one side of it. After that, quickly edit the window into a Dorito and place a trap on the floor. This is basically a guaranteed kill and is one of the cheekiest trap tricks you can pull off. From your opponent's point of view, there's really no counter once you place the trap on the floor. They could try and edit out if it's their builds around them, but that's why it's so effective if you can do it against walls that aren't theirs. Even if it is their builds around them though, if you can pull this off quickly, they'll be so confused by the rotated ramp that they won't be able to escape. I originally saw this from FaxFox, who is a Korean pro Fortnite player that qualified for the World Cup. And shout out to my cousin Kazaki, who helped me make this video, and who's the one who came up with the Dorito edit after the window edit. Next up is another trap out play that's basically a guaranteed kill. When someone's pressuring your wall, you can edit the top row and then place a trap above them by just spamming your trap. This trick is even more effective when someone drops down on a cone or a ramp. I actually talked about why people do that in my countering turtles video. When you pull this trick off on someone, from their perspective, they're going to be trying to replace your wall, and then they'll be unable to escape from the top since that's where you place the trap. The key for pulling this off is quickly
I'm gonna try some of these. Only I'm dusty and I'll go for trap kills.
editing so they have no time to react to the trap or to take a shot on you as you edit. The box fighting god Atlantis Kuna does this trick so quickly that you can barely even see the trap from his point of view. Even though he doesn't finish off the kill, you can see how easily he trapped the opponent and now is on the offensive himself.
What is that? Is that a shotgun? I think it is. This pump. Yes. Okay. We've won the game. I'm confused as to why I'm such a bot. Spectating. I think I'm bad at playing stuff. Is 2 bullets really gonna make a difference? Watch the pump. No, never mind. I see him. Woo. Spectating. No. One second. pump's insane. Got all those codes in the pump. Oh my gosh, I love the pump. No, I don't want to spectate. It's actually insane, the pump. It's the most insane weapon. Every single kill I believe I have it now, I use this one. Last that vessel to them. Come find me. I'll get this ledge out. Should take me like 10 seconds. A little bit less. 9. I could just camp in like a bush. Wait till someone goes for it. I want that. You know what? I drank it. Nothing from here I really want. Yes. I'll look for freebie. Go on replay mode and act like this. God, if you're kidding me. It's doing good too. 5 kills.
Fourth on the list is one of the craziest new exploits that I've ever seen in Fortnite. You'll need a Rift to go and a weapon that's not fully loaded for this trick. Use the Rift, Then switch to your weapon after you come out of the rift in the air, and then start spamming the reload button. For some weird reason, you're able to cancel the reload animation and then shoot once while in midair.
I doubt it. Wait, so these
Before you start diving down. Literally, all you need to do is spam the reload button and then spam your shoot button while aiming on whoever you're trying to hit.
That's gotta be easy. I doubt it's still in the game. No way, I should probably make one of them. There you go. Okay. If I need it. What is that? Oh, I almost got it. If it's doable, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing it right. Stuck in a box and there's a guy in here. No, I'll do it as fast as I possibly could. It's not doable.
This is why it's so important that your gun needs to be reloaded. This trick can be used both ways, so it can be used to counter W keyers and it can be used to counter turtlers. Just run up to the wall your opponent is trying to replace and do exactly what I said. Hit the rift, spam reload and your fire button, and try to hit the one shot you'll get. It's really not that hard to do, and you should be able to consistently get it down after a couple of tries or so. Unless your opponent knows the trick as well, they're basically immobilized in midair and you get a free shot on them. This other clip by Kuna shows how broken this trick is. You can use a shotgun, a sniper, or flint knock like Kuna does here, and basically one-shot people with a clean headshot. Fifth trick is a clean way to get out of your 1x1 while getting pressured. Credit for this trick goes to WTF Sunny. You need a cone in your 1x1 that you're on top of, then either edit the top left or right corner. After that, edit the wall you're going to side jump out of into a Dorito, so it's basically aligned with the cone edit you did, and then you can jump out of it like you would a cone jump. You can then catch yourself and build up for height. This is really effective because instead of just editing out of the top, which most people would expect, you side jump out of nowhere and take height from the person replacing your wall. By the time your opponent catches on to what you're doing, you'll already be 2 or 3 levels above them. Here's Martos showing how useful the trick is. F in the comments for stretch resolutions, boys. Rip the good old days. Sixth on the list is a simple trick to get a free shot on wall replacers. The trick is to edit as your opponent goes to swing their pickaxe on your wall. You'll know when they do it by basically holding but not confirming your edit after their first pickaxe. So you're essentially predicting the second swing will be coming, and that's when you want to confirm the edit. By making the edit just as they go to pickaxe, the second time, you'll get a free shot because they can't react to build or to shoot. Mid-swing with their pickaxe. This has been used on me so many times and is so insanely frustrating because you're expecting to be able to pickaxe their wall, but if they perfectly time the edit, you're
This fires. Decipher. He doesn't exist. Wow. I killed a Twitch kid for no reason. What's the point of killing a Twitch kid then? Never mind. What? It didn't work. I want that ball. Where's this gunshots coming from? Alright, I'm gonna get in this ball and go look it up. Someone might have wanted that. Oh god.
sitting duck and you can do nothing to protect yourself. Here's Kuna outplaying Mitro using this trick, but credit goes to Speedy Gonzalez for originally popularizing it. Seventh is another trap trick that is my personal favorite to outplay W keyers. And by the way, someone W keying just means they're trying to get into your box. This time, as the person is trying to replace your wall, edit out and ramp over them, then box them in with walls and trap them. The key to this trick is speed, so you want to make sure that you ramp over them as soon as you edit out to block any of their shots. Also make sure you're walling them off in every direction so they can't escape and you can successfully trap them in. From their perspective, they'll be expecting you to do a quick edit or to go for a shot, but instead you'll come flying out of your wall and trap them like a maniac. You can even add the trick I showed from one of my advanced tips and tricks videos where after you trap them in, you rotate your ramp towards the trap, so then they can't run to the opposite side of the box and avoid the trap. This ensures that they'll be hit by the trap and will be a guaranteed kill if you pull the extra edit off. Here's a clip from my own stream of me using this trick. P.S. Make sure you lads follow my Twitch stream. I basically have been streaming every day. Twitch.tv/itsjarian. The eighth trick is something I showed a while back that Mongrel uses a lot. The trick is to edit out one side of your box, then come back around and edit out the original side your opponent was pressuring. Your opponent will see your edit and start moving towards the other wall, all while you're editing out the first side and surprise them with a free shot. By now, most of you guys should understand that these tricks are about being fast and clean, so make sure you're doing these edits quickly and smoothly. Here's one of my subscribers, Tempered Beast, using this to outplay someone pressuring him.
Wow, I got way too high up. Oh well. Chug splashes. And mug. God. There's chug splashes up here. Tashi. Broken. So many chug splashes I have. You can't mind that, I guess. I gotta hit a clean sight, man. I'm fitting this one to go on this thing. I don't want that trap. Yeah, apparently that was in a trap.
Second to last trick is something Martos showed that I've been using for a long time. A lot of the time when someone's replacing your builds, they'll try to shoot or pickaxe what they're trying to replace to get it really low. This way they know on the next hit that they can go for the replace. What you can do to catch them off guard is to spray through your own wall so you break it and then get a few shots on them before they can build. I use this trick a ton and it really does surprise people because they're so focused on replacing your wall, they won't even think about the fact that you can just shoot through your own wall and kill them. You can see how useful it is when Martos uses it here. And from his opponent's perspective, you can see the guy stands absolutely no chance. For the 10th and final trick, I want to show a 200 IQ way to stop shots coming at you when someone replaces your builds. If someone replaces your cone and floor from the top, you're basically dead. You won't be able to build a cone because they already built one and then edited it, and you can't place a floor for the same reason. What you can do though is look straight at the top of the wall and turbo build a ramp. If you're constantly strafing back and forth, you shouldn't get hit at all, even if you're on bad ping and some shots do get through. But if you have stable and decent ping, you won't have to worry about that though. After they stop spraying you, you can edit out and build up or turtle again in another 1x1. Point is that you escaped certain death. Epic Whale uses this a ton and is who I learned it from. Overall, these 10 advanced hurdling tricks should help you guys fend off W keyers and people trying to replace your walls. Box fighting is an extremely important aspect of the game now, so I definitely recommend learning all of these if you hope to get to Champion Division, qualify for Worlds, or even just win some more solo games. If this video did help you out, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and
Yo, I wanna use some of these. Oh, wow.
to turn on post notifications. Thank you to everyone using code Jarian. It really does help out more than you guys know. Keep sending me pictures on Instagram.
Gaming Week Day 3, bitches! Minecraft Part 2! Oh, heck yeah! Proland continues. You guys have been making fun of me in the comments. Don't think I don't read those. Saying I don't know how to play game. I don't know how to make Minecraft. Can I ride? Please let me ride the... Don't go! I love you! Nobody. Minecraft. Turtles. Am I right? Alright, I need to get back to my base. Maybe I should steal some decoration. Where's my house? I forgot where my house is. So the goal of this episode is to start a farm and enter Minecraft. And maybe redecorate the house just a little bit. A lot of you were saying you didn't like my house. I don't know. What? 33 fucking iron, dude. I'm rich as balls. Dude, my bed is epic as well. Like, this house is nice. I don't get, like, why you guys hating my house. I don't understand the problem of my house. Alright, so I know a couple things, right? I know a couple things. I can use this bucket, and I can use this sugar cane and wheat. Is it the sugar I use? I don't really know. Maybe we can plant the eggs? No, wait, what? Alright, my dudes. So we want to make one of these. A hoe. Alright, let's make a hoe. How do people have space for all their shit? Right, so we're going to make a nice little farm, I think. So to make a farm, you need the hoe. And you hit the top. That does not work. What the hell? Listen, I spent 6 hours watching Minecraft tutorials. Why is it not working? Maybe I need to plant the hoe? What do I do with the hoe? Now I can plant the seed. No? Oh, I right click. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Oh, you guys thought I wasn't good at Minecraft? Okay. All right, we gotta hurry up. Put the
Hey, have you heard of Minecraft? Well, you should subscribe to me. Whoa!
Bad.
And boom. Oh, you're getting game mode 0. Oh shoot, that's me. No, no, no!
dude, you look like Bugs Bunny.
No, no! What is up, Cheeto Puffs? Oh! If you enjoy watching a man that makes really weird sounds, then subscribe. But if you don't, then this is awkward. You should still subscribe though. My face is the subscribe button. Click on it.
Put the seeds. Put the seeds, bit. Oh god, did you hear that? Plant! Plant, god damn it! Is that all the seeds I have? How do I get seeds? Okay, it's nighttime. Let's have a sleepy time. I sleep with my wheat. Alright, a new day, a new life to live. Now let's look at my look how much they grew, dude! Holy cow! Yeah. Put the Alright, this is going really good. Why is he not growing? Oh, I know. Life hack. Okay, so you can take. Bet you kids didn't know this. You can take bone and make it into bone meat, and then you grab the bone meat, and then you put the bone meat over the. This is like a pro tip. A lot of people don't know how to do this. You do that, it grows quicker. It's whatever. So now we have more seed, which we can plant. Hose. Okay, this is pretty epic. Dude, we're making... Whoa! How does bones work, dude? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Alright, we have a pretty epic thing. So now, what you can do... I figured this out all by myself. Why do I hear zombies?
And the sniping rifle. Need a shotgun. What's that sound? Is that someone? No. Yeah, gunshots. That's close. nice shotgun ammo. I'm gonna get that. Why'd that guy stink here? He knows I'm not there, right? Oh god. Should really not get that. I really don't want to play right now. Man, this kid's sweaty.
In my house. Okay. Oh my god, I figured out all by myself how to make a fence gate. God damn, I'm smart, dude. How do I make the planks? Okay, so now we build a gate, right? Outside our house. See, I know how to play Minecraft, you kids. You absolute children. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's not perfect, but it works, god damn it. Now, what we can do is we can start taking people hostages. Ah, what is that sound? Hello? Why Minecraft spook me? Alright, horse. Hey, horse. You want some of this? You want some of this wheat? Come here. Come here. What the hell? Listen, I got wheat, man. Take it. What the frick? What are horses like in Minecraft? Useless. You're useless. Can he stop spinning? Come here. Okay, now, will you come? I fed him wheat. Come here. Zombies. Baby, I'm serious. Baby
Yeah,
sheep.
Yep.
Where you wanna go?
I don't know. You got a nice microphone, bro.
Thank you.
Mine is legit just a PlayStation 3 webcam. No lie.
No, but does it actually sound good?
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be like a $200 Blue Yeti, right?
1 sec.
Go Loot Lake. You doing something right now? I think so. Okay. You back? Okay, well you're playing. My assumption is just talking to someone. If you're just talking to someone, then I'll shut up. Don't leave, don't leave. Please do not leave. Please do not leave.
Alright, well,
Or
buddy.
leave,
Like,
okay.
I don't want to kill a chick.
After I killed him for you.
I'm sorry.
Alright, fine. Baby, you can sleep.
I killed him. Hey, you wanna play again?
See,
Add me.
vegan.
Okay, I did.
See what I did,
I had to
Peter?
go do something, so
I
I was
saved the life
barely
today.
playing.
Save the goddamn.
Oh, that's
life.
fine.
What do
I
you
actu-
do? God, they're annoying. Alright, new day. Let's sleep. Alright, we got our lamb. We got our epic farm.
Hey, is there like a skin that you think's good I should use?
Whatever you want.
Hold on. Hmm. I'll use this one. Alright. Hey, I have a question. Hey, Scrawny. Scrawny.
What? One sec.
Alright. You there? Hey, can you hear me? Because I gotta go do something. If you can hear me, just jump up and down. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, hello? Hey, Scrawny. You there? Oh, this sucks. You're not gonna be able to play that well. Unless you just can't hear me. Hey, can you hear me, Scrawny? Nope. Hey, can you hear me, man? Hey, can you hear me, Scrawny? Just like turn around and double crouch. Okay, one more. Didn't know if you were still doing something or you just didn't choose to talk. Alright, so I'll just wait a little bit. Hold on, I keep placing these by accident. Okay. Enemy. Got him. Oh, he's over here. Hold on. What? Okay, well apparently this dude has God mode. I shot him and it did no damage. Wait, you want to try to 1v1? Because I need to warm up.
I can talk to you now.
Okay, do you want to 1v1? Because I need to warm up. Can you 1v1 me, please?
Yeah.
Alright, because I need to warm up. I have a good map. Well, not good map, but a map with guns.
No, I have a good one.
Okay, does it have combats?
Yeah.
I don't know what I like more, combats or pumps. Does it have pumps too, or only combats?
It does everything. Just wait, I gotta change it.
No explosives though, right?
Yeah, no explosives. And we can just ban stuff. If there's something you
Is this the right map?
Yep.
Okay, I'll come in.
You in?
I just joined, yep.
Right.
Why is your name Scrawny Cool? Have you always been like super thin or something?
No, it's just like a joke.
Are there blue pumps?
Oh, I can add that.
Dude,
I'll add that then.
you're kidding me. You didn't change the time?
I'll add it. 1 second. What do you want me to change?
Nothing, it's fine. Just do blue pumps.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Actually, here, not combats are fine. Combats are fine.
Oh my goodness. 1 sec. Well, it's resetting now. Okay, so you don't want me to change anything?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just the thing I was a little like ticked off about is it takes a while. Like you pick up a weapon, it's not instant
Oh,
back. It
okay.
takes like a minute. No, that's fine. It's fine. Don't stop.
No, I gotta do one more thing.
This is why we should have just used my map.
Okay, well, just give me a second.
Oh, you also have jump fatigue on.
Yeah, I know. So it's realistic. I'm not.
Here, can we just do my map, man?
No. Give me just one more try. Okay. Now it's good. Phew. Okay. Alright.
What'd you just do?
Let me just see if it worked. It did. Okay. It had a game time on. I don't know why I had that. Right. Oh, all these weapons okay? Do you allow all of them?
Yeah. No boombos. No boombos.
Okay.
Do you have a boombo?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just making sure.
Let me just